up, y'all? I just got back from the protest today in my city. If you guys didn't know, there's like 1,100 protests going on around the country, like anti-Trump, anti-Elon Musk, the anti-Trump administration protests going on around the country. And I've never been to one, and I went, and yeah, it was awesome. It was actually like, what they say, there's power in protesting, and I don't know, it was peaceful, but it's just like, these are your brothers, these are your sisters, these are your neighbors. These are people that are just as upset as you, and like coming together as a community, and like, sharing a voice and using a voice. I mean, it was just really powerful. I just want to come and preface and just talk a little bit, and then I'll show you guys the footage. I took a bunch of footage at the actual protest that I'll show you in a little bit. And yeah, there was one guy that was, had his MAGA hat on, and he was raising his MAGA flag pretty high, and I just went up to him and had a pretty civil conversation with him. Here's the picture. I'll put the picture up right here of me talking to him. Essentially, he was talking about. Well, the first thing was he was talking about like he's an immigrant, came over from China, and he's like, I did it the right way. I'm not, like illegal immigration is a big contention, or a big point of concern for him, and so. He was like, but Obama deported just as many people as Trump. Why is that a problem when Trump's doing it? And I had to explain to him that, like, the difference is that Trump is deporting people that aren't illegal. Like, and I explained to him, I was like, yeah, dude, I work where I work at in this hospital and in education, and we've had a lot of calls from residents, a lot of calls from medical students, international medical students and residents and fellows who are crying, who are sobbing because they're getting deported, even though they have their student visa and their green card, right? And it's there's people getting sent to the El Salvadorian prison without due process for like misdemeanors or small things. They're getting sent to like the most insane prison, and a lot of those people in that prison are also have no due process. Like they kind of just rounded up anyone that like looked like a gang member, right? So it's already like pretty immoral what's happening over there. But so I had to explain this to him, and I was like, yeah, dude, like one of my really good friends, like both of her cousins are getting deported as we speak because Trump said if you were an asylum seeker that came after October 2022, then you're getting deported. And so it's not illegal. He's not just deporting people that came here illegally. He's deporting pretty much like a bunch of people that are here on visas and student visas and work visas and green cards and on asylum, and that and it's just like, I mean, that's what he does, that's what Trump does. I'm going to come in and do this, and then he just like, move the goalpost, move the goalpost. And so I had to explain this to him, and he was like, well, if what you were saying is true, then I condemn it. But it's like if you were saying, like, he didn't believe me. And I was like, okay. And I was like, well, what about that woman in Columbia University who got deported for writing an op-ed about, Trump and Palestine? Well, there's actually more to that story than what you would imagine. And I said, okay, then tell me about it. I said, explain. And he had nothing to say. He's like, I actually don't know. Like, he didn't say anything. And he's like, well, it was actually found out that she was going to, like, kind of pro-Hamas or pro-Palestinian protest. And that's Hamas is anti-American. And I said, well, that's not illegal. That's still freedom. Like there are people we have pro-fascist rallies all the time and pro-KKK rallies all the time. Those people are getting deported, and that's pretty un-American and threatening to people, right? And I had to explain to him, I was like, yeah, like Hamas is terrible. No, like most people condemn it, but it's like, if you oppress a place for 90 plus years and you put a dog in a corner, at some point they're gonna bark and they're gonna bite. And Hamas is just a group that was built to, at a certain point just to fend off and fight, and they're not going about it. It's like always between the oppressed and the oppressor. The oppressor doesn't have to abide by morals and values, but then when the oppressed like tries to not abide by morals and values and tries to fight back, they're like, oh, see, you're being bad, right? And I told him, I was like, oh, so, like, they bombed, like, it's mostly civilians and women and children and civilians that are bombing. Like, is that right? He was like, what else do you want them to do? I said, well, imagine at this rally right now that we're having, if the government suspected there was a Hamas supporter here, or there was someone from Hamas at this rally right now, and they bombed all of us. They killed the thousands of people here, innocent civilians, to kill that one person. Is that worth it? And he couldn't really give me an answer. And at a certain point, I just had to kind of shake his hand and be like, hey, man, have a safe protest, right? But it was just like, you can't get through to these people, you know what I mean? And it's like, dude, people have lost their 401ks. Like, people are they're trying to get rid of Medicare and Medicaid, which is like, like, dude. Anyways, I don't want to give a I'll show you guys some footage. And yeah, it was really beautiful. It was a beautiful thing. It's my first protest I went to, and I felt like so part of something amazing, you know. And the other thing was like, there was people getting, you know, stretched out, like from the an ambulance would come, like a bunch of ambulances came and had to put people on the stretcher, and the people that were getting put on a stretcher was elderly people. And it's like, how profound is that? You know, the elderly is out here protesting in the heat, in the Florida heat, in the middle of the day, and they're essentially putting their body on the line to you know, share their voice, like like in their dying years, right? Like they're still going out here and putting their body on the line. Like there's something profound in that. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys some footage, and yeah, guys, girls, gays, they, thems. These are have a beautiful rest of your Saturday. And Julianne has a choir concert tonight, so I'm gonna go to that. And yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow on a beautiful Sunday.
Neighborhood friend.
I'm gonna repass that.
Probably. Definitely over there.
On this wall. Hey, I'm gonna go talk to this guy. Hold on.
What are we going over here for?
I want to go talk to this guy. Well, then the guy said to me, he said, Trump is the greatest negotiator of all time. And then I just said, all right, I took his hand left. Good luck, good luck. You want what? Come here, let's go this way.
Okay. Environmental science majors, that's it.
Well, then he said, he was like, oh, only 0.01% of people are getting deported that way. He's like, yeah, he's like, ICE is going to make mistakes. It's like, that's not how that works.
Okay, well.
You're not allowed to make mistakes when you deport people with no due process.
Good luck.
$240 in honor of my man Noah Griffith. It's the Burma Bikers.
It's kind of live. Orange lies about it. That's a good sign, my man.
Great sign.
How big is it?
I'm going to switch over to hands off to the eye. Stay here. I'm not going to stay like super long. Well, the people that said they were I love the stroller.
what's interesting is that guy that I talked to, he said no recording please, because he's like embarrassed that he's a Trump supporter.
It's okay, I took a picture of you guys, so.
Stopped my truck and all of a sudden I was in there in the face of like,
Let's go. Let's go, let's go.
This is really
one side.
Let's go over there. Let me go over to that guy again.
What?
I just want to see what he's up to. I don't see if people are messing with him.
There are people talking to him.
Huh?
There are people talking to him.
I see people that I just recognize.
Come this way?
Can you take a picture of me so I can send to my album?
Come this way. It's a bad day to have a fundraiser. It's a bad day to have a fundraiser today.
Let's keep this fire lane clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Five fundraiser. A Cure for FA in front of it's Carlo Wooten. All right, and number 4.
Sorry.
No, no, no. I was like, what's getting in my face? No worries, no worries.
I like
Second question was, and any hope is right there, organizing with the other people. Honestly, the anger and the fuel motivation to get out.
I don't know why. They did a study between a white man and a black man, and both of them they made it up. They applied for the they were
Oh, sorry. Oh, he's still at it, bro. There he is, bro. He's still at it.
He's an Asian man.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying, dude. He's literally spoken broken English. People are crazy.